Did you know that just doing one simple exercise for 1 minute a day is enough to strengthen all of your hip muscles and avoid years of hip pain? I had 7 years of hip pain and tried every exercise under the sun until I found this solution. And I've had strong, pain-free hips ever since. It's helped hundreds of my patients in the last 15 years. So today I'm going to show you the one crucial rule that I learned about hip strengthening exercises that drastically improves the results. Two great versions of this exercise, and then two important tips to give you a lifetime of results from this, especially if you're over 50. So first, let me tell you the one crucial rule that I learned about getting strong, pain-free hips. My hips were a mess when I was in my late 30s. Every time I played tennis, went for a jog, or even walked up a lot of stairs, I'd get tight, aching hips, especially the next day. I tried every exercise I knew, even saw a physiotherapist that specialized in hips, and nothing. Then one day I started a new style of hip exercise where I strengthen my hip muscles while standing on one leg, and this mimics the way that the hip muscles move and stabilize the pelvis. And within 10 days, my hips were like new, and they still are 15 years later. So now I only ever strengthen my hip muscles using this method, and I've developed a few fantastic variations. So today I'm going to show you my new favorite hip strengthening exercise. I'll show you the basic version and then a slightly more advanced version, but just make sure that you pay attention to the amount of these that you should do and the frequency, especially if you're over 50. Imagine you're standing next to a low fence that's electric or has barbed wire on top, and you don't want to touch it, but you need to step over it to one side. So you slowly and carefully lift one foot over the fence, and then once that foot's stable, you bring over the other foot. Next we go the other way, lifting your legs high but slowly. Makes you use all of your hip muscles on the side of your pelvis. This works both hips, but especially the hip on the side where your foot is on the ground. If it's a bit hard, don't lift as high and move a bit faster. If it's a bit too easy, lift higher and move slower. Just make sure that you're safe and stable and don't do it if it hurts. For the basic version, just repeat that going from one side to the other. I'll cover the amount to do and the frequency once I show you the advanced version. The advanced version strengthens even more muscles. Every hip muscle that you need for strong, healthy hips, which is why it's my new favorite hip strengthening exercise. This version has 4 steps. Firstly, do your slow, high step over the electric fence to one side, so leading with your right leg. Then imagine there's another fence in front of you and you need to step over that. Keep your body facing forward towards the fence this time, and lead with your right leg again. Now move the other way, stepping over your imaginary fence, this time leading with your left leg, and finally step backwards to complete a square again, leading with your left leg. Now there's a couple of things here to keep in mind. It's important to work both of your legs evenly. That's why we lead with the right leg twice and the left leg twice, but also vary which leg you go forward and back on. Just make sure that you keep everything safe and stable. Now the amount of these that you do and the frequency per week is ultra important for this exercise because it's very powerful. You do enough and you'll have strong, stable hips for your lifetime. But if you do too much, you can strain your hip muscles. So just follow these 2 simple rules. Firstly, only work until you just begin to feel a burn in the muscles around either hip. As soon as you can feel a slight burn in those muscles that you can still feel when you rest for a few seconds, stop right there. That's the sweat spot. Second, only do this exercise 3 times a week or twice a week. If you're new to this or a bit older, the muscles need time to recover and strengthen, and this takes longer as we age. The bonus of this exercise is that it's awesome for balance too, which is one of the most important things that you need to work on over the age of 50 or so. You'll really feel your balance improve. Now, one way to get even better results out of this exercise is in this video. It shows a technique to release tension and increase blood flow in hip muscles. And you can do that before you do the exercise I showed you today to get even better results. So check that out.